dokey. Hello, everybody. There's people here already. Holy moly. Hope everyone's having a good day. Oh, there they go. Happy Saturday. I've been doing oracle cards all morning. Oh, I just had a big meal. I feel so good right now. I hope everybody is feeling good. I'm going to take the highest energy messages today and go with those. My new oracles. Oh my gosh. I think I've got 21 now. Yesterday we had 13. Today I think there's 21. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. Yeah, there are 21. Lucky number 21. Honestly, that's a good number. Isn't that blackjack? Okay. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. All right. It's not going to resonate for everybody. Something's in my eye. I think y'all can't see something. Okay, we're going to take one of my new oracle cards and use it as the lighting of the reading. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I don't know what just one fell, okay? Oh, 2 of them fell. Hey, this one I made online. Well, I didn't make it online, but I posted this one on today. What up, everybody? And it's the one that came out. Ooh-wee. Okay, so the whole point of this card that I made, okay, is someone's getting like private information about you. Okay. And it's time that, I don't know, they get called out. Obviously, this person is somewhat close to you because they know people who you know. And it's almost as soon as you go, talking to somebody, like say you were in a bar, you were sitting and talking to somebody. As soon as you got up from the table and walked away, this person would come over and ask that person what you were just talking about. Okay. Get the fuck out of here. Are you related to Rosie O'Donnell? Why? I'm Canadian, you fucking moron. Okay. Now that idiot's gone, there's always one idiot. And actually, surprisingly, we haven't had too much spam lately, so friggin' idiot. Okay, and then we got the time card. I just heard time travel. Time travel. Okay, because if this person is getting information about you, then that means that they're traveling in time. They're getting, yes. Oh my God, that would be a really good analogy, because whatever information they're getting about you is past tense. It's over with. Hence the information. Okay. So it's not like, even if it's current energy, they're still getting it in your past, technically. Okay. So this person getting private information from people closest to you. My sister recently went out and hung out with somebody from our past, and this guy lied straight to her face. Okay. Bro code. Okay. Bros won't tell on other bros. Okay. Chicks don't really feel the same way. Okay. They'll sometimes say like fucking hoes before bros, but that a fucking chick will betray one of her hoes for a dude in a second. But guys don't tend to burn their buddies over chicks. Okay. It just, I don't know why. I don't know if men are just better than women in that aspect, or I don't know. But Somehow this is what's coming up today. Okay, so I just realized I'm wearing like no jewelry. So basically what I'm getting from this message would be that somebody's information that they're getting on you, okay, it's over with, which means honestly, you could be moving. And then nobody's ever going to know anything personal about you again. This could be the end of an era somewhere. And you're done. You're gone. You're leaving. You don't need to be there anymore. These people obviously, you know, and you know, it's kind of sad because what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up losing all of your friends because you're going to notice that there's absolutely nobody that you can trust. And it was so funny. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I thought I kind of freaked him out. I wasn't really sure if I freaked him out or not. And then I called myself loose lips Whitney. And I couldn't believe it because I'm like, I do not have loose lips. My lips are tight as an asshole. But I do tend to talk about myself. Okay. And when I talk about myself, sometimes I get a little loosey-goosey with who I'm speaking to because I think that I can trust people and I shouldn't. Okay, because honestly, like people, trust is a thing that you build with people. Okay, in any situation, whatever information they're looking at, okay, if they straight up ask you questions, I mean, to be honest, if you don't really know them, you don't have to answer any questions. Anything that involves opening up your vulnerability to somebody who you don't know, don't do that with. Keep it breezy, keep it light, keep it, you know, and then when you feel like you can talk to people about more intimate things, then do that when they have passed the test on opening up their mouth. Okay, because the thing is that you'll know pretty quickly, like if you're like in a small town or something like that, and you start dating somebody, and then all of a sudden you hear it like right away from somebody, like, oh, I heard you went on a date with somebody, and you're like, how did you hear about that? Well, I heard that from this person and that person. And it's like, okay, well, honestly, if you're trying to do something incognito in a small town, it's probably not going to happen. Second, if it is in a small town and it doesn't involve some of the same crowd, then, you know, one of the very first conversations you should have with people is, hey, how about we keep a down low on this? That does not say that you don't want anybody to know that you're ashamed of it or something. That's just to say, like, why don't we just keep this between you and I for right now so that nobody else has to know about it? Because as soon as other people start getting into it, then they start asking questions. Like, this person has a ticket to your information somehow, okay? And that's you trusting people with what you say. And a lot of times, like, I won't tell anybody in my personal life that I won't say online. If I can't say it online because it's, you know, my story and I want to, if I can't trust somebody with a story that I can trust with everybody, I won't say it because I know whatever that story is, if I tell the wrong person, it's going to get exploited. So I might as well only tell the stories that I'm willing to tell everybody because I'm not going to lose anything in that. Okay, I'm not going to, you know, someone's not going to catch me saying something where I'm like, yo, I say that to everybody. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, like they're not somebody special. They get the same as everybody else does. Okay, so be careful. You might just want to give it the same as everybody else gets until people pass the test, you know, like, but I mean, I don't know why we're talking about the future like that. I feel like this is somebody we need to talk about presently, like what this person is doing, really, the way that I see it. I want to know what this person's doing, like, fucking right now. Like, what's this private information? Yeah, look at that. Fucking first card down. Are you kidding me? The friends card? Literally. Like, I can't make this up if I tried. Like, these are fucking friends of yours, okay? So-called friends, anyways. Maybe even the friends around you think that they can speak about what? Look at that. Right behind it is the 4 of Cups. So 3 of Cups, then 4 of Cups, then 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Did we just get a 34-43 mirror, like, instantly? And I don't even know what these two cards are. King of Swords, 8 of Cups. 3443. Okay. Okay. So these friends now, from the looks of it, you are not willing to hang out with. Okay. You're going to start to get this, like, they might text you and you might all of a sudden get this like cringe feeling, like, I can't do this. I don't want to talk to them right now. And then you don't. That person is what's attached to people, okay, that are talking about you. And the thing is that I don't even, what this original friend says about you, like I said, I really don't think that they're doing it out of harm. I don't think they're trying to exploit you. I don't think that they're trying to talk shit. I think when somebody asks, hey, what's going on? Do you know this person? Do you know what's going on with them? And they tell the information. I think that's all that it is. I think it's just innocent with this person. Okay. But what people are doing with it is hurting you. Okay, that little information that they get from their friend hurts you somehow. Okay, so that's why when the truth hits, okay, you're gonna want to walk away, because logically there's absolutely no point in hanging out with these people, because now it seems like you can't even have a conversation with somebody exploiting it. And secondly, they're not even really telling the truth. You know what I mean? Like they want the gossip on you. They want the bullshit. They don't want to know the good things that you're doing. They want to know what you're doing bad. They want to know if you're doing something bad. They want to know how they can ruin your night. They want to know who you're sleeping with. Like, they want to know nasty energy. Nasty. Okay. And the friends don't really see it. You know, because maybe everybody talks about everybody. It's a small town, okay? So Queen of Cups in reverse with the Lovers. So it seems like somebody's going to choose to love themselves more because of the lack of what they're getting with this partnership. Like, I don't know. Maybe somebody, honestly, like I was saying about my friend, he went out and hung out with my sister. My sister asked him, you know, quite a few questions, because we were trying to figure out, like, is this person on our side? Is this person on the other side? Like, whose side is this person on? And you know, he straight up lied to my sister, straight to her face, looking her dead in the eye. He's never heard a single thing about her. Bullshit. I call bullshit fucking raining down right now. You haven't heard a single fucking thing. She was married to his best friend. Okay, shit was said. Don't fucking tell me that it wasn't, you fucking douchebag. But what does he think she's going to do with the information? He thinks that she's going to run around with this information that he just told her and start a bunch of wars. Yeah, maybe back in elementary school. When I'm looking for information now as an adult, I'm looking at it to either better myself, get the fuck out of a relationship, walk away, or build it from the ground up. Okay, I'm not interested in people who talk shit, you know, people who are willing to hide the truth from my face. Okay, because you know those friends back in the day, okay, you'd be hanging out with them or whatever, and they straight up tell you, hey, like, I was hanging out with somebody and they talked shit about you. Your best friends will tell you who's talking shit, okay, because they're your friend. That's what I mean. This person's obviously not our friend. If you're going to sit there, you're going to lie straight to my fucking face. You're going to lie about something just trying to save face on people that he doesn't even like, but he went to high school with 40, 50 fucking years ago. Like, grow up. Oh my God. But these small towns they will stay in high school forever. They want to be 18 years old. They always want to gossip. They want to talk shit. They always want to know what's going on with people, right? Because they want to know if everybody's life is shittier than theirs. Okay, they want to know how upset people are, and if their marriage didn't make it, they want to know that other people's marriages aren't making it. And they want to know that other people are doing good. Like, they want other people in misery because of a point in time where they experienced misery. Like, trust me, to pray for people to get into misery so then you're not the only one, you have no idea what people's misery is. To hope and pray that they get into misery so then you have more in common, that's like fucked up, okay? So the Lovers just went in limbo because so obviously there was somebody around you that you just tried to recently date. And the thing is that whatever it was that you were telling them, they were exploiting you to their friends. Okay, which means you couldn't trust them. I almost feel like if you were recently hanging out with somebody and you were talking about them, okay, or you were talking to them, that was a test, okay, to see if they were going to go and run their mouth about you again. And to be honest, they did. They ran their mouth. They went and talked to somebody, and that's why you won't hang out with them now. Okay, maybe before it was all like timing and like you really couldn't see them suddenly because now their schedules kind of changed or whatever. That's for a reason, because they were starting to talk shit about you. And obviously you have an enemy around you that wants that information. They want personal information about you. And they were really hoping that they could use this friend to gain that information about you. And Seven of Pentacles in reverse, which didn't work. Their little game didn't work the way that they thought it was going to, okay? Because you broke up with this person instantly. Look at this, double 9. 9 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords in reverse, because the thing is now you're not going to lose any sleep over this, okay? Whatever it was that you thought that you could add to this like I feel maybe there was this project that you thought possibly that you could add this person onto. It turns out you're just going to do it solo. Because there's not even a point of adding this person in. This guy I was like planning on tattooing, I was planning on fucking working with, and like you lied straight to my sister's face. Like straight to my sister's face. As a fucking coward too. I was like, if somebody can look you dead in the eye and lie, holy fuck, walk away. That's the most terrifying person. That's the most narcissistic, terrifying fucking person that you should ever fear in your life, is somebody that can look you in the eye and lie like it's nothing. Okay? Terrifying. Terrifying. Usually when I lie, I stutter. I'm not a good liar. I never have been. It's something, I don't have lies in my back pocket, to use with people. So when I try to lie, I usually stutter. Like I usually will catch my tongue, and then it sounds bad, and then it sounds like I'm lying because I fucking am lying. You know what I mean? That's why I just choose not to lie anymore. What's the point? I'm awful at it. I'm not a good liar, never have been. And that's a good thing, I think, because I don't think you should be good at lying, good at deceiving. What the fuck? Messed up. Last card, 2 of Swords. And you know what that was on the bottom of the deck? So it seems like you were, oh my God, with the 2 of Cups. Look at all these doubles. All in a row. Double 9, double 3, double 4. And now we've got double 2. So go figure. 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords. Like this person, like they were blocking you from being with somebody. Maybe they were so full of shit that they had convinced themselves that they were going to be with you, that you were the one that they wanted. So you end up kind of dating one another because they are putting it down like they really want to date you. And now all of a sudden, why are they all of a sudden talking shit? Right? Because it's always a test. Now the universe is going to know they can't be trusted. Obviously you do something. Obviously you're a part of something that's not to be talked about. Okay. And you can't trust them. Plain and simple. They've been blocking you, trying to tell people that, or blocking themselves, telling themselves that they're the ones made for you. And they're not. They're not. They're blocking you. They just want to find out shit about you to keep up the information. Right? But they don't love you. That's not love. That's like obsession. That's kind of obsession. And the time has come for Spirit to finally tell you, like, listen, this is going on. What's going on with this person is not healthy. Like, they can't be running around town trying to find out. And then as soon as you do hook up with somebody, they're the first ones to know about it? How the fuck do they know about it? You don't even know anything about it. And they know about it? So this is obviously somebody who... I heard right away pub crawls. So they go to a lot of bars. They're always talking to people. I feel like this person is just going around to every single bar every night, all night, trying to find information, trying to find somebody that maybe knows you. And it's not even, I don't think it's even personally on you. I think that this is something that they do with quite a few people. Okay, show up at last call, try to get somebody to hang out with them, like very desperate energy, right? And it's very sad. It's very sad because those people, I mean, if they just put some love and attention into themselves, they wouldn't put so much on the outside world. They wouldn't care about what the outside world says. But this person wants to know so much information about you. It's creepy. It's like whoever you were just banging or hooking up with, they just told somebody about you and they don't even know what they did. So consider yourself lucky that you just got away from that, because this person doesn't even know that they just talked. Like, I want to say your arch enemy, but it's not your arch enemy. It's somebody that's so obsessed with you. It comes off as you're their arch enemy because they talk shit about you, but they're talking shit about you because they're so obsessed with you that they try to get anything. Maybe they think that everybody hates you, so if they say nasty things, they'll get people talking about you and then they'll find out more about you. I don't fucking know, but it's dangerous. All right, next message. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. 2137. Here we go. Hey, that lucky number 21 again. Okay, 3 cards fell down. Supposed to be leading the readings with only one card. Okay, we have the misinformation card. Okay, we have the they lied about you. And we have stolen. This is not going to end well. This person's fucking dreaming about you right now. They're so fucking screwed. People, you know what I mean? Okay. So the way that I see this is somebody around you is spreading lies about you. And these lies, what they call petty lies, they're just petty lies. They're not going to hurt anybody. Hurt you. Six of Cups, somebody in your past. 5 of Swords. 3 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Send your telepathic questions in my way, people, okay? How's everybody doing? Hi, Carla. How's everybody? I hope you're all having a wicked, awesome weekend. I sure know I am. Okay. So, somebody from your past says that, honestly, what I'm getting, somebody in your past is telling people that you tried to fight them. Wow. I'm not sure why they're spreading this information around about you. They want, for some reason, possibly people to fear you. But this is a lie. Like, you did not attack anybody. Maybe that's why the Wheel is here, because this is going to get fixed. Like, you can't, like, that's a major thing to tell people, that you're going around abusing people. Abused somebody, that you beat up somebody when you didn't. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so this is teamwork. Okay, so Spirit is bringing this message in now. They're using my channel to bring this message in right now, because this is whoever said this information about you. The thing is what they don't realize is that this could actually have really gotten you in trouble. Okay? And their little fucking loose lips bullshit, I'm gonna run around town, I'm gonna fucking lie and say that you beat me up. Okay, if that got into the wrong hands, right? I'm not saying that like the cops would have been able to do anything, okay, without their consent of pressing charges. But who's to say that they wouldn't have said it in the midst of somebody that possibly knew an authoric figure or was an authoric figure that now suddenly puts all fucking radar on you? for no reason. Okay, when they're just trying to be the party favor of the night, they're just trying to play damsel in distress and act like there's something happening when really there isn't. Okay, so they go and they tell somebody, not knowing that this person's ex-military, ex-something, or a cop or retired, something like that, and they go run their mouth trying to tell their sob story. Okay, that's really a lie. Okay, because they're lying about it. It's not the right information. Okay, I almost feel like this stolen. I almost feel like they stole somebody else's story. So this person watched a crime show or listened to a show, heard somebody's story, and said, okay, I'm going to say that that's what they did to me. That sounds like a good story. That sounds like a good story to use. Total misinformation. Okay, steal it from somebody else's mouth who actually went through it to then go around telling people that you did this to them. Okay, and then they walk right up to a cop and say it. Okay, and look what's in my hands. Page of fucking cups. Look at how much this person is just wishing that they could have everything to themselves, just bathe in all the emotion, have all the emotion, take all the emotion. They're a baby. Okay, they might even be crying when they tell this story, and it's not even a real story. Okay, so there's the Knight of Wands. You see what I'm saying? Like, this little tricksy fucking devil tried to do something. Okay, luckily for you, it was never supposed to get anywhere. So whoever they did say it to brushed it off. And I think the reason why they brushed it off was because instantly they're a very good judge of character, which a lot of cops are, or maybe this person is a detective. Okay, they can read body language. And they were into the story to begin with because this person seemed very engaged in telling it about being a victim of a crime. It's going to get this person, oh, you're a victim of a crime? I'm a Crime Stopper. Like, what do you know? Okay. But they kept the Crime Stopper to themselves part, right? Listen to it because they know who they are. Okay. And then they, by the end of the story, go like, that's not right. You didn't piece that, because they're a good judge of character. They knew what this person was. That's why I'm saying, if this person wasn't such a good detective or wasn't such a good cop or wasn't such a good energy reader, they might have went straight to something and started a process of like watching you or doing something. Okay. So we have the Three of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Cups. Do you see how bad this person wanted this opportunity for themselves? So badly, they wanted to get given fake friendship for the night, fake people that care about them for the night because it's always about them. See this pool of emotion? I mean, I got to tell you, this person knows how to get people on their emotional side. They can get you swimming in their fucking waters instantly because they make it seem like I really care about myself. Okay. And it gets people, oh, okay, like listening to them, like, okay, you sound like a person that's, tries to, keep to themselves and do what's best for themselves. But the more that they speak, what they don't realize is that they give themselves away on how full of shit that they are, that they really did just listen to some story and crank one out and see who will listen to them. Okay, so this person is getting busted. It's why the wheel is here. And then look on the bottom of the deck, the Chariot's right there. So that means that collective moves on from this Two of fucking Wands, from this fight that you didn't even know what was going on. Look at this underneath. This is who's doing it. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, Queen of Swords in reverse with the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, somebody who's not speaking, won't fix themselves, won't stand up for themselves, won't say anything for themselves, with the fucking Lovers right behind it and the Fool, which means somebody left them. Somebody hurt them, ego, death, okay? And now they're on the fucking path to blocking people so then they get that attention again. Somebody's attention deprived. That's what I'm getting. Attention deprived. Okay, so they meet people and they listen to other people's stories so then people will feel sorry for them. This is a guilt tripper. And a very bad one, might I add. Okay, a very bad one. Like, they don't know their ass from their fucking mouth. You know what I mean? Like, they'll just fucking say anything to anybody who even looks at them. They think people are giving them gawky eyes when really they're trying to figure it out. You know, anybody that looks at them, suddenly they get a story. You know, it's attention, attention, attention. Okay? And then we've got this 9 of Wands in reverse with the devil in the middle and then the 10 of Cups. So it means that somebody basically has to fight the devil in order to get what they want. Okay? And that would be this person. They come face to face with the devil and they can't get what they want, you know, because they have to fight the devil. They're not going to fight the devil, become a better person. Are you kidding? So you end up getting something. It's almost like, okay, this person has talked so much shit, okay, that now they go toe to toe with something that they've been claiming they're, I don't know, on the same team with. Okay, then they come face to face with it. They haven't done anything with this person. Okay? This person doesn't even know who they are. You've been working with me? I don't even fucking know you. What are you talking about? Okay? And then, you know, this person's put shit on their tab saying that they know this person, you know, like this is fucking, like, this is sketchy. This is sketchy. What this information, you know, is doing and like what it could have done. And now it seems like maybe when they meet the devil, maybe what they're going to end up doing is they're going to tell their sob story about you again. Okay. And this time it gets shut down. This time there's somebody in the room that knows the story is not true. Or somebody's going to go, I swear, I heard that story on Dateline. You know, like somebody's going to, because it's not about them defending themselves. It's they're just, you know, rehearsing other people's stories, and tragic stories, might I add. So take it or leave it. 32:50 on the clock. Empress in reverse. I don't like this person. This person seems sketchy as fuck, okay? So I'm going to do one more reading. And then possibly come back later. I got some things to do. I got some work to do too. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Narc. Knack. Oh, I kept 2 in here. I didn't even shuffle them all. I feel like this should be on its own. Like, I kind of want them to. So the reason why I did the Narc card would be that somebody is around you, okay? They're supposed to be, this is a good person. This is somebody that has to find out information about you so then they can tell the big leagues. Okay? So whatever this is, somebody's, or you're going to end up being a narc. Something is going to happen and, you know, like I always couldn't understand my sister's ex-husband who was a massive fucking drug dealer, and he fucked over my sister so bad. And I always thought to myself, like, how dumb are you? How dumb are you? You do so, this guy does so much against the law, and you fuck over your ex-wife? The one person that knows everything that you did? Especially me, I worked for him. So I know everything that he did. Okay. But I was completely lied to. I was told it was all legit and all Canada Medical and blah, blah, blah. Well, it wasn't. Okay. And I feel like, if the cops ever came to me against him, I mean, what this guy has done to my sister, killed her kid, ruined her life, bankrupted her. Okay, took everybody against her. Fuck, you wouldn't believe what this fucking guy did to her. Like, I honestly, I can't believe my sister's alive. Like, what she survived with this man. And I always say to myself, like, my God, if a cop ever came to me, I mean, I don't really know what I would be able to do, right? Because this was all like shit that happened a long time ago. So I don't even know what good of use that I would do. But I always thought to myself, like, how dumb are you? Like, how dumb are you? This guy, honestly, he has, where he grew up here with all his businesses, he has hired a lot of his friends, and a lot of these people have become his partners. What he says, what he claims are his partners, but he is a nasty, dirty criminal. So do you think he's going to pay any of these people properly? Do you think he's going to give anybody money properly? No. Okay, the rich don't get rich by giving all their money away. Okay, especially if they're frauds. So he fucks his friends over. Okay, so he is now in a town where majority his friends he has fucked over, all for money and pussy, okay, and his own ex-wife. And I think to myself, like, my God, you've burned a lot of bridges for a drug dealer. Like, how dumb are you? Like, just for money, just to put him up one more step or two more steps, he's willing to put somebody in the ground, okay? And when you're doing that's like crazy illegal, you better be putting motherfuckers in the ground to stay, not so then you can fucking build off of them, because they'll get out of that ground quick. Okay, and then it's vengeance time. Fuck you. You fucking kill my crew, I come back and kill yours. Like, what do these people think they're dealing with? And this is all analogies. So this is like symbolically what's happening to them. These are things that they did in other states. These were things that they did in 5D and 4D and 6D that they took away from you. Okay. And while you knew some of the deepest, darkest shit that they've ever done, and you go, really? Me? You want to fuck me over? I'm the one that knows all your dirty shit. Like, and these people, honestly, some of this town, okay, I know drug dealers that are parents. You're going to run around town talking shit about me while you're dealing drugs in the house with your 7-year-old? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you might as well just appease me and just make it seem like you're friends with me, just so that I don't decide to call fucking CPS on your ass. I am not here to be friends with adults. I'm here to stand up for the vulnerables. And if that means a child that's getting massively fucking left behind and neglected because their drug dealer fucking father's out all night and their mother's passed out, fuck you, I'm going with the kid. I don't give a fuck about your drug dealing fucking needs. Thanks. Okay? But anybody who's a fucking good drug dealer, don't have a fucking kid in the house. How dumb are you? And if it happens, get them the fuck out of the house. Don't deal in the house. Like, I mean, you know what you're doing. People aren't stupid. And I love when they play dumb, because then they get to get arrested for their dumbness. And here in Canada, you can't plead ignorance as a way to get out of jail free. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know that I couldn't deal cocaine out of my house with my 7-year-old sleeping upstairs. How would I know about that? Really? Really? Or are you going to claim it on your taxes? Yeah. Right. Okay. How about just don't burn bridges with people if you're a drug dealer? How about that? How about that? Compass, the big, beautiful cat, the Cancer card. No. Fight or flight. Warlock. A lie. Caution. Clock. Prophecy. Wow. Okay. So, right away, the message that I got, no, this is not going to be some type of witness protection or you're going to have to leave if you, no, this is not what this is. Honestly, that's why I'm like, so much of this is analogy. It's just a story. If it makes sense with something that you're particularly dealing with, awesome. If it doesn't, it's just an analogy. It's just a story, literally. Okay. So whatever this narc is about, okay, there is masculine energy around you that is, I feel like, hiding something that is going to it's going to hurt people. Okay. And the time is up. They can't hold this lie back anymore because, again, with the judicial system, what do they say with obstruction of justice? You hold back information when the cops fucking specifically ask you. You know that information can solve a crime, and you hold it back. You hold it back. Fuck you. Fuck you. Honestly, I hope you're the victim of a crime and somebody decides to hold back all the things that they know so then they can catch your killer or they can catch your fucking, predator or your, honestly, like what goes around comes around. You want to wish it for somebody? I hope it comes back on you times 3. Okay. Even times 10, even better. Okay. So whatever this is, I don't know if somebody thinks you're going to go tattletale on them or somebody thinks you're going to go and say something to them. The thing is that they should be cautioned about you. They really fucking should be, because nowadays, honestly, people walk around literally as if their dick is the biggest dick on the block and nobody can touch them. I want to say your dick is bigger than theirs. Okay. So whatever power they think they have, honestly, this person, and if it doesn't have anything to do with you, but you kind of know the person that I'm talking about that tends to fuck people over, and this person is around your circle, just know that their judgment day has come. Okay? And they have been cautioned to slow down. This is, okay, you know who I feel like this is? I feel like this is somebody who has been in your vicinity, maybe not your friend, but like definitely in the same like group as you or something like that. They have been doing something illegal. Okay. And it's to the point now where there's a lot under the surface, and whatever's under the surface could kill somebody. Literally. Okay. It's not a joke. This shit isn't a joke. Okay. People want to hide information, right? So, like that shit kills people. Like, I don't understand what people think they're doing for the accused by holding something back, right? Oh, they're not going to be your friend anymore? Bitch, they just tried to kill somebody. You really want them as your friend? How about your acquaintance? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, talk about, oh, you need to be so popular, okay? Well, you're fucking popular with Charles Manson. So that makes you popular? Awesome. Great. Go walk around with the losers, okay? So whatever this person is, like, serious information on somebody, and it's not an accident. Okay, it's not an accident that you hate this person. You hate somebody and you have so much information on them. And honestly, if they don't shut their fucking mouth and leave you alone, you will go straight to CPS. There was this chick that keeps showing up in my sister's dreams, and her ex-husband is obsessed with my sister, obsessed, hacked into her phone, made a WhatsApp account with her number. He's been obsessed with her for about 10 years now. Anyways, his ex-wife continually appears in my sister's dreams. Okay, this bitch is so nasty. She's so dirty. She's so disgusting. She's fucking spreading her fucking lies and her pussy and her shit all around town. She's mocking her relationship. She's made a joke of her fucking kids. She's made a joke of her life. And she fucking shows up in my sister's dreams one more time and threatens her. I will call fucking CPS on her ass, because I know that there's people that watch my channel that know her and know exactly who I'm fucking talking about. Witchcraft is not fucking funny. It is not a fucking joke. Stop fucking threatening people. Stop walking around waving your wand thinking that you got magic and you can just hurt people, when guess what? There's actual people that can do damage, and it's called police, CPS, lawyers. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I don't know why they think they can fuck with people, but I'm telling you, tell them to fucking either back down or bring their A game, because this isn't the non-fuck around crew. Okay? We don't fuck around. I don't remember the last time I fucked around. Okay? No FA. No fuck around crew. You want to be a part of that crew? You can be a part of that crew. You want to be a part of the crew that fucks around? Be the part of the crew that fucks around. But just know you're part of the crew that fucks around. You could end up in jail. Your kid could get away. You could end up in a divorce. You could end up bankrupt. You could lose everything because you think everything is a game. This bitch won't close her legs if she tried. She thinks relationships are a joke. She's fucking her ex-husband's best friend right now and kicked him out of his own house. You know what I mean? Like, these bitches think that they got so much power, their lives are a joke while they're trailing around 2 kids and mommy's kicking out boyfriends out of a house that she doesn't even own. Okay? Like, women who think they can control men, who do everything, and it's because of men, while they're trailing kids around. Holy shit. Okay? Fucking losers. Why don't you become a mother? Why don't you get off the internet? Why don't you stop doing spells? Why don't you get a real job? Why don't you get a real boyfriend? Why don't you get a house? Okay, why don't you grow the fuck up and stop watching me? Because I don't like you. You know what I mean? Like, these people, this town that I live in, there's so much hate in this town. I just touched my nose. I know exactly who watches my channel. There's a fucking woman who watches my channel who begs for me to talk about her, begs for me to say her name so that she can take it to a lawyer and try to charge me with talking about her online. Okay, I'm a fucking telepathic witch. I know exactly who's talking about me. I just love to give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, come up to them. Hey, can we be friends? Are we cool? No, you still want to talk shit? You still want to be a 16-year-old? Peace, but just know you are not on my side anymore. I give people a lot of benefit of the doubt because I know how fucked over we all are. I know how manipulated we've been. I know how many people have been lied to. Okay, you think I'm not on that spectrum? Of fucking course I am. Okay, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't on the same spectrum of everybody that I'm fucking reading for. You think I'm better than you? No, I'm right there with you, honey. Hence why I can read the energy. Okay, so whatever this person is, you know so much about them that if they don't stop, if they don't leave you the fuck alone, it's going to be their last fucking wish. You know what I mean? I don't like this reading. I'm going to leave it. Oh, that was like massive, nasty energy that just got channeled through me. Ooh. Like, so gross. Like, just, yeah, keep using your fucking kids as pawns. Honestly, see where it gets you. And keep watching me instead of, I don't know, go out and get a job. Stop being so obsessed with me. There are so many people so obsessed with me, and I'm like, calm down. Stand in line. You'll all get your autograph soon, okay? I don't know what it is, collective. I don't know. You must be attached to this energy. What is it? Is it something in the air? Is it something in our hair? Is it something in our face? Is it something, you know, like, what is it? I don't know. It gets these people all fucking sketched. It's like you can see them glitching when they look at you, you know, like, calm down. I'm right here. Okay, let's do one more reading because I didn't like that. Fuck that reading. I don't like that. I'm not ending on that reading. That wasn't a good one. Ooh, oh my God, look what just fell on my hand again. You see how much Spirit wants to talk about it? Yo, these people just better fucking leave you alone. That's all I gotta say. They got their warning. This is their last warning because I swear, this bitch has gotten warnings before with somebody wanting to call CPS on her because of her fucking drug-addicted ex-husband who keeps claiming that he goes to rehab, but yet, again, he's just trying to do it for attention. Honestly, they have been pegged a few times with people, again, because they think they can trust everybody, and then they put everybody in their bedroom. They have these threesomes and all these drugs and shit while their kids are in the next room, and then suddenly somebody doesn't want to bang them anymore, and then they're threatened to call CPS right away. So these people, whoever you're dealing with, okay, they have been threatened a few times that if they don't stop, they don't leave you alone, just go live their lives, try to be a person, it's going to affect them. And it's not just, it's going to affect them, it's going to affect their whole fucking life. Okay, their whole fucking life. And it's one of those things like, yeah, all right, keep talking. Honestly, keep doing it. If that's what you really want to do, you keep want to, you know, act like your kids don't matter and that your pussy's all that matters, that men are all that matter, and you want to be the leading cause of drama in town. Honestly, keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Because you get what you give, and you give in shit. Ooh. You know what this card is? This is my card for somebody sleeping around. What did I just say? Somebody sleeping around. Woo! Honestly, I kind of feel bad. If this is about you, somebody could be possibly cheating on you. And okay, I'm just saying, I like that. I don't know. I'm not going to try to gossip about it, but What I do know is that somebody is cheating, and I actually take what resonates. I don't necessarily feel like this is directly hitting you, which is why I feel like just knowing, because you know what, honestly, what I feel like this is your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend that did cheat on you. Well, guess what? They're getting cheated on now. That's what I feel like this is. That's why I was so happy about it. Okay. Please don't think I'm an insensitive piece of shit. Because I'm probably one of the most sensitive people that ever existed. The tower! Dun, dun, dun! It's coming down, bitches. I'm telling you, when Spirit wants to fucking end a parade, they do it. Okay, illumination. Breakdown. Go ahead, give it to me. Break down, honey, take me through the night. Break down, honey, standing here, can't you see? Break down, it's all right. It's all right. Okay, so somebody definitely is cheating. Wow, I stopped with the marriage card on the bottom of the deck in reverse. Somebody is not taking their marriage vows seriously. Okay, hence the big old divorce that's about to hit them smack in the face. Okay. King of Wands, leader, creative. Ooh. Okay, somebody could have cheated recently when they went on holiday. There's the betrayal. I can't make this shit up if I tried, people. You know, I try to say, like, I wish I was lying because I don't lie. Look, it says right there, betrayal. Spirit, thank you. Okay, so we got a major betrayal here. Material comforts. So somebody is clearly just married for material comfort, material gain. Okay, so they're not getting anything sexually out of it. So what do they have to do? Well, they have to go get their libido off somehow. So they go on vacation and fuck around. Okay, so this is somebody that does not take their marriage seriously whatsoever. Okay, but the thing is, with this teamwork card, when they're not fucking around, okay, they really work their butt off in this relationship. Okay, so I almost feel like this could be a situation where if you find out, like, if you are the guy or whatever, you're the one being cheated on, and you find out that, like, your libido is super low and, like, really you have, like, erectile dysfunction and, like, that's what's put the whole stress in the relationship, and that's why you know being around. If you're, like, if they're still your partner, which means they're still your best friend, they're still your marriage partner, and you don't care that they're sleeping around because, quite frankly, you can't do it anyways, you can't give them sexually what they need, this might be the best relationship for you. Okay? But also I'm getting, like, that might not really be the case scenario for everybody. That might be, like, the best case scenario. Okay, but worst case scenario is this person goes on vacation, cheats with you, but they can't leave you because you do work together. Oh, my heart just started pumping weird. The lovers. This is what I'm talking about. Page of Cups, fun and socializing. So this person cheats a lot. This person, whoever this partner is, they go out and they have girls' night all the time or guys' night all the time. They're constantly going out to get laid. Okay, they really are. Whether or not it always happens for them, okay, and if you're the spouse at home that never sleeps with them and, like, has given up on their life and gotten depressed and doesn't really like sex or doesn't want to have sex, right, then know that your partner's out fornicating with the town. And if you don't care, you don't care. If you do care, I would maybe fucking, say something. But if you don't care, then let them do it. To each their own. Like, I'm not going to say that that's bad. I don't know who you are. I'm not going to be like, that's the worst decision. Maybe that's the best decision. Leaving conflict behind. I don't know. Like I said, everybody's different. Maybe people want that. Maybe if you find out that someone's cheating, it's the best thing that ever happened. And on the other foot, it's the worst thing. that ever happened. Because the key to all this is finding out what they're doing. Once you find out what they're doing, right? Because now I'm getting, what's that movie? I think it's like This Is 40 or what? Yeah, This Is 40. You know, she thinks Paul Rudd is cheating, and then it just turns out he has a fantasy football league. And she lies too, and she goes off and does stupid shit. She doesn't really understand why she's doing it. Like, there's a burden, 10 of wands, but it's in reverse. Like, you know, you could be with somebody for a long time, okay? And sometimes, now I'm hearing the beginning of a movie, like the interlude, right? Sometimes, you know, it's a long-ass movie, okay? And, you know, things got to happen. Parts of the relationship got to, you know, stay strong. I don't know. This could be the best reading ever for somebody. I don't, because I'm feeling both. I'm feeling the sense like, damn, I needed this reading. And at the same time, I'm feeling like, well, they're going to do what they do. As long as they come home at night and they're safe, I don't really give a shit. Because, like, okay, now I'm getting this one guy that I knew back in the day. He started dating this chick who had a kid. And obviously she was a little bit of a train wreck, okay? And we were all a little bit worried about him because they were moving really fast and things were happening really fast. But, like, we trust him. He's an adult, okay? And whatever. Now they've been together for like 20 years. They have one kid together. She cheated on him because there's another kid that's not his. It doesn't look anything like him, so you know something happened there. Okay, but he's still gonna raise it as his own. He adopted her other son legally because whoever she had the kid with was an absolute awful user. So he adopted her son right away. And then they had a kid, and then she cheated and had a kid, but he stayed with her. And I was friends with him, and then I went up there to see him and hang out, and she was like off doing something, and he told me like shit about her and like how she had cheated on him a few times and all this shit. And he knew about it, but like, what was he supposed to do? They had this family together and blah, blah, blah. And like, after that, I couldn't hang out with him again. Like, I was like, I don't know what to say to you. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, this is the most fucked up situation in the world. You know she's banging somebody else, but you love her. You don't want to leave her. You don't really want, what it is, he doesn't want to leave the kids. He won't leave the kids, right? So he is willing to put up with anything that she does because, I mean, he hasn't really cared about sex most of his life, so he doesn't really care about that shit. Plus, she will have sex with him, you know, whenever he wants, if that's what he wants, but he doesn't really pay attention to her anymore because really it's about the kids. And I almost feel like he got that job as their dad because mom was going to be a slut and not a lot of guys can handle that. And, you know, my friend just happens to be obviously a very solid dude. And I mean, solid in a way that he can just look after kids and take it because he made the commitment. Okay. It's not like he's eating shit. She's not beating him up or anything. Okay. But at the same time, it's like, it kind of sucks because he's a really good person and he deserves somebody better than that. But he won't sacrifice that time away from his kids because he doesn't know what's going to happen when his kids leave his sight. So again, like, I don't, you know, everybody is different. Everybody's different. Okay. There's the battle with an opponent and the hangman, waiting, sacrifice. See what I mean? Waiting, sacrifice. Some people will sacrifice their time in a relationship just due to factors in that relationship. It has nothing to do with they actually really want to be there. It's just, that's where God put them, so that's where they're going to be. And they're not going to argue about it because they don't really want to be anywhere else. Okay? They don't really know that life could be better, and they don't want to risk what it's going to cost to get a so-called better life if they're happy in what they're in. Very weird reading, but good. I mean, I feel like it's good. I feel like it's going to give somebody enlightenment in some way that's going to help them. Okay, because it's going to break down the relationship regardless, but just because you break down the relationship, there's the Hierophant, it doesn't mean that you're going to break up. Okay, there's travel. Maybe you're just going to put more into the relationship, okay, and maybe see it as, well, if somebody started cheating on you, maybe that has to do with you. Maybe it's because you're not around. Maybe it's because you don't try. Maybe it's because you are at work all the time. You know, if you have a hard job, then unfortunately, if you want to be in a relationship, that relationship is going to be hard. There's going to be things that you have to do, you know, past the 9 to 5 or the 12 to 12, right? That shows that you want to be in that relationship. If you don't want to be in the relationship, you can't really expect somebody to just, you know, follow you around unless it's, you know, you become friends and it's more of a friendship than it is a relationship, because wherever it is, it's a ship, whether it's friend or relay, right? It doesn't really matter. You're still in a ship, so why abandon it? You know what happens when sailors I have dyslexia, it's hilarious. You know when sailors go to shore, what happens? They start banging all the bitches, because then they got to go to water again. Okay, just saying. You know, there's that clause. Okay, people who travel a lot, right? Their spouses are at home. It's like, okay, well, you know, bang whoever you want when you're on the road. I don't care, but don't fucking bring it home, because people have needs, right? And like, what is that? Sons of Anarchy, where Clay, somebody's husband, goes out on the road, and his wife is going through menopause, and so she's kind of a little bit dry in the bedroom, you know. So he goes on the road and he bangs some little fucking chick, and he doesn't bang her because he really wants to. He's doing it because he's trying to fuck with somebody else, but he's got the claws to bang on the road anyways. And she ends up coming into town, and that does not make Miss Wifey happy. But she doesn't come into town to talk to him. She comes into town to talk to the person that got fucked with. Okay, but again, keep it on the fucking road. You know, like if that's a clause, then that's a clause. Put it in the fucking prenup. Okay, protect yourself. Like, no one's saying you're a bad person. Protect yourself. And, you know, honestly, I made this joke about Manson a couple of years ago, because honestly, Manson, Maryland, that is, he just keeps getting in these like serious lawsuits with these ex-girlfriends, and he crosses the line. It's Manson. Okay, that guy's fucked up. Okay, you gotta know. I think the only one who really appreciated his fucked upness was Dita. Okay, she's fucked up. She liked it. She admitted it. Anyways, I said to my sister, I was like, man, if I was Manson, if I was gonna date somebody, I would make them sign a contract like instantly before I dated them. Like, okay, I blah blah blah. They have to write their name, state that I am dating Marilyn Manson, and if he asks to go into a threesome or watch me in a sex scene or do something perverted, he's allowed without me coming back in 10 years and fucking suing his ass. Like, honestly, because these chicks, it takes them like years to say shit, right? And he just seems like he's getting nailed left, right, center with these fucking bitches. And it's like, you know, because in the relationships, it's consensual because you're in the relationship with them. But then once they break up, they're like, fuck you, you broke up with me. It was never consensual. And it's like, why didn't you make them sign? Because you know they're going to say that it wasn't now. They're going to they're the victim. And then, you know, because they were all slutty before and drunk. Now they're all, I'm a prude and I'm a woman and you took advantage of me. It's like, oh my God. You just never know with people. You just be careful out there, okay? Because bitches are crazy. And what's okay one day maybe is not okay the next day, you know? And it's like, all right, well, can we rewrite the contract because you just changed your mind, Jekyll? Like, where's Hyde? Okay, people are so bipolar. Be careful. God, they're like one person and they're another person and they're another person. And like, just be careful. That's all Spirit's saying. Be careful, because seriously, there's a lot of like manipulation going around, obviously in the readings today, with like people talking about you and trying to get information, somebody possibly banging you. So, and then telling people about, you know, shit that you tell them, you know, so just be careful. I mean, I don't want to say that you can't have a conversation with somebody because they might exploit you and then you can never talk to anybody again. But just like I said, if you are a little bit worried if somebody's going to exploit you, then only tell them stories that you would tell everybody else until you can trust them. Right? So, yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to peace out and have my afternoon, and then I might be back. I'm not sure. It's good old Saturday night. Saturday night. Oh my God, now I'm getting that. Fight! 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 S-A-D-U-I-D-U-A. I watched So I Married an Axe Murderer again the other day. Oh, that song's coming in my head. And he's like dancing, Scottish dancing in front of the Scottish Hall of Fame. If you haven't seen So I Married an Axe Murderer from like 1991, watch it. It's so funny. It's a classic. I used to have it on VHS back in the day, and I lost all my VHSs, and I'm pissed. Anyways, peace out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking everything. And personal readings in the description box below. Everything in the description box below. Peace out. Have a good one. Word to your mothers. And yeah, stay safe, people.